Hello friends, welcome to Inside Text. This is a platform to learn about power transmission elements and its control system. So friends, in the series of substation equipment wiring, we have started a video series on transformer troubled relays and auxiliary protection of transformer. We already have one video showing all the important auxiliary transformer protections where they are placed, and we have already covered the wiring of this auxiliary protections from transformer to its MK box. So here are listed all such trouble relays and auxiliary protection relays such as Bucos relays, OTI, WTI, pressure relief valve for main tank, and also for OLTC, right? So these are all the auxiliary protection relays. So in the previous video we have also covered the wiring, as you can see on the screen here. In the description I will link the link for the previous video also, so you can watch the wiring from that video. So friends, in today's video now we will continue our wiring from MK box to the control panel inside the control room. So let's get started. For Bucos relay, we know there are two contacts, alarm contact and tripping contact, and similarly for OTI and WTI we have alarm contact indicated with A and tripping contact indicated with T. So for pressure relief valves we have only tripping contacts because that will be a sudden tripping, and due to that no alarm will be there. So for both OLTC and main tank PRV we have only tripping contacts, right? And for all surge relay also, that is a surge, so there is no alarm, there is direct tripping, we have only tripping contact. And for MOG, that is magnetic oil gauge, we have only alarm contact, so it is indicated as A7 and A8. Now let us see how we are going to do wiring of all these auxiliary protections up to the control panel, right? So you can see over here, these are the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 given for the TBs, okay? And as it already I told, A for alarm, T stands for tripping. Now based on this we are going to use annunciator, right? For all the alarms that we have, there will be alarm indication inside the annunciator in control panel, right? So for all the alarm we will have wiring to be done inside the annunciator. So you can see in annunciator there is different windows for all different kinds of alarm and tripping. For Bucos relay we have Bucos relay alarm, WTI alarm, OTI alarm, and all level low alarm. Okay, for each alarm we will require common wire over here, right? We have seen this kind of wiring in annunciator video separately, so in description box there is a link for annunciator video also, you can see in detail in that video, right? So we'll have a CC wiring, the nomenclature is L103. Normally it is L103, but it may differ for different kind of suppliers. Here we are taking L103 as a common connection. You will see for each alarm we will require L103, right? This is for WTI, then OTI, and also for Bucos, right? Now you can see in the Bucos we are using the first window F1. So L111 will be connected to F1. What will happen is whenever there is a Bucos relay alarm, the contact between A1 and A2 will be closed, and CC will be connected to L111, which will be connected to F1, and because of that there will be indication, annunciation of Bucos relay alarm in window 1, right? So similarly we are using window 2 for WTI alarm. So what we will do, we will connect L113, that is A4 connection, to the second window F2. The same thing will happen in case of WTI alarm. Whenever this contact will be closed, the circuit will be completed and we will get WTI annunciation, right? The next alarm is OTI. OTI is over here A6. So L115, we will connect it to F3 window. And last one is L117 for the oil indication. Okay, so we will use window 4, oil level low alarm. So we will connect L117 to F4. So this is how you will bring all your contacts to the annunciator. Now let us see how we will bring the tripping contacts. So for tripping contacts, the basic thing required will be a 3-element or auxiliary relay. Again, there is a video on auxiliary relay separately. To understand in detail, you can visit on that video particularly. So for over here, we are going to use different tripping relays. For Bucos relay, for winding high temperature, for oil high temperature, for OSR trip, OLTC PRV trip and main PRV trip, right? For each element, for each auxiliary protection, there is a separate coil inside this auxiliary relay, right? Now let us see how we are going to do the wiring. Okay, so for each coil, negative will be supplied from the panel itself, right? And how we are going to give the positive to this coil to make the complete circuit is we'll use positive from protection fuse, okay, and K1 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 to each and every auxiliary protection which we are going to use for a tripping circuit. We have to give positive from protection fuse. The nomenclature is generally K1 for that. Okay, and the other contact, as we have seen in annunciator, when the contact between T1 and T2 is closing, the circuit will be completed from K1 to K21, and the K21 we will connect it to the Bucos relay, right? So whenever there will be a tripping due to Bucos relay, the contact between T1 and T2 is closed and K1 and K2 will be closed, and that's how our positive will reach to Bucos relay coil, right? So now let us see for WTI, right? Again K1 is given, positive is given. Positive will extend when this contact between T3 and T4 is closed. Through K23 we will provide positive to the coil of WTI 3-element relay. Next we will use for OTI, that is indicated as K25. Next is main PRV, main tank PRV, OLTC PRV trip, OSR PRV trip, right? So that is how we will extend our positive contacts. Again I am telling nomenclature is almost similar, but in many cases it may be different, but the concept will remain same for each and every case. So here this is the wiring schedule. This is a very basic and important thing before you do wiring of any kind of circuit. We have completely provided the wiring schedule of a transformer MK box. Friends, this will be very helpful to you when you do wiring of a transformer MK box. This is very basic thing to understand before doing any kind of wiring. So on this side we have mentioned the ferrule number on the panel side, then the TB numbers are given, and ferrule number from transformer MK box is given on this side. There is also provision for description over here, so understanding the wiring schedule becomes very easy. Say let us understand with the example. For on TB number 1, the description is for annunciation common. Now we know L103 stands for annunciation common, and for whichever auxiliary relay we require a alarm in annunciator, we will have to provide L103 for it. So you can see L103 over here is for annunciation common. Okay, now A2 is again alarm, because it is A, it indicates alarm contact. So all the first contacts of alarm will be L103, you can see over here, right? And the second contact will be related to the auxiliary protection. Say it is Bucos alarm, so A2 is for Bucos alarm, right? Then it will be for WTI alarm, then OTI alarm. Okay, similarly oil level low alarm. Okay, so that is how the wiring schedule is made for annunciation. Now similarly we will do for tripping. For tripping, the first contact T1, that is protection DC positive is given. Similarly for WTI, OTI, each circuit whichever will require tripping will require a positive supply, and the subsequent contact will be indicating the particular auxiliary relay. If it is WTI, for WTI, if it is OTI, then it is the contact represents OTI, and for PRV and then for OSR. So this is how you can understand a basic wiring schedule, and this is a complete roadmap to the wiring of transformer MK box. So that's all for the auxiliary protection, friends. I hope this video is very much helpful for making a transformer MK box wiring and also for control panel wiring. If you have any doubts, you can let us know in the comments below. Keep watching our videos. Thank you.